Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we're playing a deck I'm calling Elf Devastation. We're playing Finale of Devastation with the Elf Tribal, Elf Ball type of deck, where this is the big payoff versus like a Fireball. And also we're just kind of getting some synergies with some of our Planeswalkers that we're playing in here as well. And yeah, just kind of going off with the deck. So this is what we're trying to do. So first off, Finale of Devastation, X spell, so X and 2 green. Sorcery, search your library and graveyard for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less and put it onto the battlefield. Then shuffle your library. If X is 10 or more, creatures you control get X plus X and gain haste until end of turn. So this is a super fun card because with Nissa, with all of our elves, we can ramp up to 10 actually pretty quickly. With a Nissa out, we can get a Nissa down on turn 3 sometimes if we get the right draws here with our ramp spells. Then as long as we have enough forest, we can double up all of our mana, get a Finale pretty quickly, go searching for an End-Raze Forerunners or a Carnage Tyrant and swing in for just a massive amount of damage. Forerunners is probably our favorite one because it gives everything else Trample and Vigilance. We get to swing in, still play stuff at the end if we didn't kill them. Most likely if we get End-Raze Forerunners, we kill them. Carnage Tyrant's in here as well because it has the Hexproof. So if we think opponent's holding a counter spell or something like that to maybe stop our End-Raze Forerunners, or if we have to tap enough of our Llanowar Elves, enough of our guys here to play the Finale of Devastation, we at least have the Carnage Tyrant to come down and kind of be a really big swinger all by itself. So that's kind of the game plan here, is what we're trying to do is just swing in with really big guys. Along the way, you guys have seen a lot of the elf ball type of thing, what we're doing here. Play elves, all of our ramping up. We're trying to test out Paradise Druids versus the Druid of the Cowl so that we can have the extra hexproof on the battlefield. Hexproof is pretty big, especially with the End-Raze Forerunners. It does give it Trample and Vigilance, so it kind of becomes its own Carnage Tyrant once we bring down an End-Raze Forerunner. So that's another way we can kind of go off with it. Sylph Champion, just because we need some early game threats. We can't get this down turn 2 and just start swinging in. Marwyn, because it gets really big, another way to cast Finale of Devastation. Same with Growing Rights. Vivian, really good to be able to flash in like a Stillleaf Champion into big blockers, something like that. Going to be really good, especially if we have a Beast Whisperer out, which can draw us cards. We don't have any other ways to draw cards like Vanquisher's Banner or anything like that. I wanted to bring in the Planeswalkers just to see how they did. I wanted to have 3 copies of Nissa because it's our best way to actually cast these Finale Devastations. But that's, again, it's not our only win condition. We can just play an End-Raze Forerunners and swing in, or a Carnage Tyrant on turn 3, or not turn 3, but turn 4. I think it's possible to play it on turn 3 actually. But yeah, so we can do some pretty big things with this deck. So that's what we're trying to do. We also do have 2 mobilized districts in the land base here, because I think that it's the right amount whenever you're in a monocolored deck, where you're not as worried about making sure you hit your colors. So you can play 2 copies. 2 copies is right, because I don't think, especially with this, when you're not necessarily going to be playing more than we're not ever really going to be swinging with multiple of these unless we have like all of our Planeswalkers and just need extra damage coming through. But anyway, it's just another good card that we can have in our deck that can close out games for those extra 3 points of damage. It's good against control matchups where they're keeping clear of the board, but maybe you can tap down and at least get 3 more points of damage to kill a Nicol Bolas or something like that. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into gameplay, see how it goes, and wish me luck. Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to FusionGamingOnline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below. Alright, begins Asmodus, bring it on! And we're playing our Elf Devastation deck. And turn 2 Marwyn is a keeper. And then into Beast Whisper, grow the Marwyn, do cool things. Yeah, that's the game plan. Unfortunately, we don't get to have tons of mana like right away. Well, we're gonna be okay, because then we have Growing Rights into, I think we'll have 4 creatures if we get to draw some good cards off of Beast Whisper. So this could be a very good, good elf start. We're hoping they don't have board wipes. Green is great to see here. I've been running into a Bant Turns deck, which is really annoying, like Bant Nexus deck, Fog, Turbo Fog, and it's been a little bit annoying, I gotta say. All right, Incubation Druid. All right, so green, black. All right, well, we are gonna play Nissa. Let's see here. Actually, how can we do this? We would like to grow Marwyn as well, because then we can maybe play Nissa without having to tap down as many lands. I'm worried about some sort of removal, though. Let's go Beast Whisper. Nissa's really good. We don't really have big payoffs just yet. Where Marwyn growing is very important to our game plan here. And this gives us so much more mana for the next turn. So next turn we could Beast Whisper, play Growing Whites of Bitlock, flip it, and then have just tons of mana for the next turn. All right, so there we go. So Llanowar. Actually, let's Beast Whisper first. Let's see here. Llanowar. I'm just trying to make sure we have enough mana for everything I want to do. If we play Beast Whisper, no, not there. Let's just play Llanowar Elves, Brewing Rights. Okay, Llanowar Elves, draw a card. We might play Nissa now, actually, and maybe just hold on to this Beast Whisper. I'm a little bit worried that they're going to have a board wipe for this next turn, now that we see white as well. So let's play Nissa. Tick up. I'm debating if I actually want to play this land. Let's go ahead, because we get to flip over another land by playing this. I should have swung in with it. We can grab a Carnage Tyrant, I think. Enry's Foreigner is pretty good. I'm thinking we're going to want a Carnage Tyrant instead, though. And I'll attack. I should have swung in with the Forest first before playing the Growing Rights. But it does flip over. We have 5 mana available to us. We'd love to have a Vivian read now. Like, this is one of the best plays with Vivian, is having Growing Rights out as well. Just because then you have so much mana. Okay, there is the Finality. Yep. We were kind of expecting it. Now we can bring down a Carnage Tyrant. And that's good. We could play Beast Whisper into Stillleaf Champion. We can play Carnage Tyrant, Stillleaf Champion as well. And swing in for 3, and then we have Lethal the next turn. I'm worried that they're just going to have lots of good stuff in hand. Let's play Carnage Tyrant. Take up with Nissa, and not really target any forest here. So let's just target... We can play... Alright, submit 0. I'd rather have more... Like, we're going to start playing against control, so we need to just kind of keep some value on the board. I'm not sure exactly what this deck is. They're playing forest. We know there are at least 4 colors so far. Maybe this is just like a devastation, like a finale deck. I really don't know. Okay, Hydroid Crisis, the crazy Hydroid. Hey, we're gonna start playing things just so that we can gain some more, get some more card draw going. Let's go. Let's go to combat, swing in for 7. Down to 12. I'm trying to think of how we can actually play this enough where we can tap Llanowar Elves, resolve. Now we have, yeah, let's play Marwyn. Resolve, draw cards, yes. Play Llanowar, grow Marwyn. Mobilize District, right? So more mana, that's good. We can even untap Growing Rights here if we wanted to. How much do we want to overcommit to this board? We get to draw an extra card here, which is nice. Let's just tick up, target... Let's submit 0 again. They're going to have to deal with Nissa here. Let's just submit 0 again. All right, so we have 2 legendaries. So Mobilize District only requires 2 to pay for it to make it a 3/3 citizen. We do need to worry about like Settle the Wreckage possibly. All right, opponent just scoops it up. We just had too much value on the board there. If we got to ultimate with Nissa, we'd have gotten like, what is it? The rest of our forests out, which is all of our deck. And so being able to actually have a good ultimate with Nissa, because I haven't seen her in a mono green deck really yet, and I think that this is the perfect fit for it. So that was awesome. Right up against X-Raider, bring it on. And we are playing our Elf Devastation deck, and we are gonna keep this. Turn 2 Vivian, not too shabby. Get to go digging for some stuff. We are gonna play Vivian over the Paradise Druid, just because we want to start getting more value and start drawing cards right away. We could have Vivian pretty early as well, but let's, or the other Vivian. Yeah, tick down. Grab a, let's see here, what do we want? Yeah, let's Still Leaf Champion. We definitely want threats to be able to play, and Still Leaf Champion is a very good big threat. All right, so Thought Erasure probably has to take the Beast Whisperer. Yep. So we don't get to play Vivian on this next turn. All right, play Forest. Take up Llanowar. Swing in with Llanowar Elves. And pass the turn. Now we get to play these instant speed. I think I'm going to go for Still Leaf and Llanowar versus anything else here. Paradise Druid would be good, but I think we can still get ramp with Llanowar, and I'm fine with that. So let's go Llanowar Elves first. And Still Leaf Champion. Alright, so we get to play our Vivian Reed. Let's see here. Let's tick up here first. I'm going to tick up on the Llanowar Elves so we can just get in more damage. Next, swing in here and here. This has Vigilance, right? Okay, yeah, just making sure it's the right one. All right, take 6 damage. Vivian Reed. Let's see if they have a negate. All right, I'm not sure what opponent really has here. Hopefully not an Elder spell. That would be annoying. All right, tick up. Grab a... Elvish Clangcaller could be pretty fun. Let's go Beast Whisperer, though. Yeah. Man, we had so many options there. Another Still Leaf could be good just because it gets so much damage in, but Beast Whisperer would have let us kind of keep going off. Hopefully it didn't have discard, but that was good. Very, very good for our deck. All right, up against Villonic, bring it on. So we've showcased the deck pretty well. We need to find a Finale of Devastation now, or at least kind of play one of these big guys. We are only running 3 copies of Finale. Maybe I should have gone up one more just to make sure we got made the combo happen. But you've seen that the deck is still strong without it. That's just kind of like another finisher once we have all the mana in the world, that we can start, doing cool things with all the mana in the world. I do think we go for Vivian here. We could get to Nissa if we draw another land, but I think Vivian just gets overall so much value. Letting us flash things in is huge. Grab the Carnage Tyrant. So unfortunately, we don't get to keep those lands. We can only grab creatures. So Vivian is a little bit worse than the other Vivian. Of course, it is 3 mana less, or it's a 3 mana instead of 5 mana. All right, Goblin Electromancer. All right, so no land. Yep, that's what we were worried about. So let's go ahead and play the Cowl. And we are going to... Reach actually gives some value here in case they do have the Phoenixes or whatever. So let's put it on this Llanowar Elves. We can keep this one to block here. No attacks. I could have flashed that in. So yeah, that was a misplay. Okay, Radical Idea. I'm still getting used to all of the different effects and everything. I feel like I always get used to it finally like the last month of the set being out. But yeah, during this time I always mess up, right? So yeah, there's Lightning Strike. So definitely should have played the Druid of the Cowl after this. Arclight Phoenix, we do have a blocker for it, so we can stop it, but I'm not sure if that's the bestest way to go. Let's just go ahead and let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. Still Leaf Champion. We are going to play that here because it's a threat that can race against this deck. Especially if they've only found 1 Arclight. They've already used up a lot of cards. Hopefully they just have a million lands in hand now. We would like to find some lands too one day. All right, I don't think this one's gonna be working out for us very well. We've lost, not hitting our third land. This deck doesn't need a lot of lands, but it at least needs 3. It would be great to have 3. How about that? Well, there's the third. All right, so play there, play the Cowl. We get to play Nissa for the next turn, untap with Elvish Clan Color. In fact, we can just play it now. Let's play Clan Color now. Get some value out on the battlefield. Do they have a counterspell now? And let's pass the turn. We're hoping they don't have a fiery cannonade. Of course, they do kill their guys as well. So I'm kind of doubting that that's what they're running. All right, plays a mountain. I'm trying to think of how we can actually come back from here now. This is a little bit awkward. Maybe land just into Carnage Tyrant. Man, they just have so much power they're getting through, damage they're getting through here. Finale of Devastation. All right, well, can we keep Nissa alive is the question. And we can't. If they play literally any spell, Nissa dies, which we can keep damage off of our face, right? They have the negate, we're going to concede. The only chance we had of winning there was being able to play a Nissa, getting enough mana for the Finale of Devastation just in case they didn't attack Nissa there. But I don't think that was going to happen. All right, up against Snob 90. Bringing on Snob. And we're playing our Elf Devastation deck, and this looks decent. Decent enough to be awesome. If we're playing against mono red, we're going to play Druid of the Cowl over Paradise Druid. But Paradise Druid can be really good here. All right. Leonin Vanguard. All right, so we cannot play the Clan Collar yet, but that's really one of the few things that requires lots of mana. Once we get out other people anyway, it's all good. All right, so Pride Mate. We're playing up against the mono white version of this, it looks like. All right, so let's go. Paradise Druid could be interesting because let's go Druid of the Cowl. I feel like it's going to be able to block more stuff here. Paradise Druid would be good. I'm not as worried about them killing our guy. I'm worried about them just swinging in very aggressively. Lightning Strike would be annoying here. Ugh. I did not expect that at all. Well, I think that was the right play because we weren't willing to trade off with either of them, but that would have at least been on the block. So, and then that's annoying, but whatever. All right, let's play Marwyn. Marwyn. And do we try to go for value with Beast Whisper first? I mean, if we can Beast Whisper into Paradise Druid or Llanowar or something like that, which could be good. For the love of donuts. All right. Well, at least they haven't had another creature yet to start growing this Pride Mate. So, I mean, we can still come back here. All right, let's go Marwyn first again. We're hoping that they just ran out of all the goodness, and we're going to play Llanowar, start growing the Marwyn. Defiant Strike gets to draw a card. So this is a feather deck. Okay. Llanowar Elves. So I'm guessing they're going to have Battlefield Promotion, maybe like a Desperate Lunge as well. We're hoping they don't have Reckless, Relentless Rage or whatever to kill this. More red mana, a Johnny's Pride Mate. Okay, so they get to grow these fellas. Don't kill my person. Stop it! Oh my goodness. Boo. Hiss. No blocks. We take 5. Down to 8. Finale of Devastation. Alright, well, Paradise Druid Clan Caller? Is that really what our play is here? So then we can have blockers for these guys. They're going to grow up to 4/4s. We have to chump block one of them with Llanowar Elves. Beast Whisperer can at least block here. We have to block there though, but then we can draw more cards by playing. Yeah, so let's go Beast Whisperer past the turn. With all is said and done, this is at least decent. We can block here, chump block here. We know that they're going to have pump spells, though, so that means we also have to block here, right? So we get to chump. Okay, down to 4. Boo. All right. Leave our guy alive. Come on. All right, there we go. So, Paradise Jude. Nissa. Clan Caller. Play the Forest. We have to jump with 2 creatures now. No attacks. It's just so awkward. Leon and Vanguard, again, grows up the guys to be massive. I think we just went a little too slow here. Swings in, swings in. We can kill one of them by double blocking and then chump, but then we're just don't have a board. So yeah, I guess we just chump and chump. Try to find good stuff to draw. It's so awkward, but I mean, we had to do that to stay alive. So now we get to play Nissa, who shakes the ground, and then we can play Beast Whisperer. Then we have to block both these guys, but then we could get a Finale of Devastation for the next turn. At the same time, then they have, yeah, it's still our only play. So Mobilize District, tap, play Nissa. We create a blocker here as well, but actually we're gonna have to tap it down. Oh man, this is awkward. Maybe they'll go after Nissa instead. It's a possibility, right? Okay, no attacks. All they have to do is swing everything at us and we're dead. Let's see if they see that line of attack. Man, just having all of the targeted removal early on is so bad for us. All right, if they go at Nissa, we have a shot. All right, swings face. So how much mana do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we block and block. Is Finale of Devastation good enough here? Or do we not block the one that goes after Nissa? Keep our guy around. Play Enry. The problem with Finale of Devastation is that we don't have anything that creates a wide enough board. That might be one thing that you need to have, is play something that will create a board as you play it. All right, well, there's more mana at least. We have another End-Raise Forerunners. We can create another blocker here as well. So we're going to tap here. Put this up here. Finale of Devastation X 10. I want to keep one of these guys around, because if we get an End-Raise Forerunners, we might be able to finish this off with, yeah, with this guy. Oh no, tap the Mobilize District. I guess we didn't need to. All right, and then another End-Raise Forerunners. We could play Marwyn. That could be pretty fun too. Okay, so we swing in here. Is this enough? They have Vigilance, so we're going to swing in anyway. Okay, blocks. Blocks. They do have Trample. Oh, they totally had us dead, but we came back. That is, oh my goodness. I mean, that's what the Finale of Devastation is trying to do, is you can go grab a guy and swing in for millions of damage really quickly. We definitely should not have won that one. I think we're going to take that one as the one that shows off the combo. I feel like we actually showed off a lot of the deck besides that. I will be playing this one during my stream as well. So that's why I'm not going to showcase it a ton. If you guys want to go check it out, I'm going to be streaming tonight. So this video is actually coming out tomorrow. So you can go look at the stream. Like there's recordings there, whatever. So you can go check it out there if you want to. So yeah, anyway. Oh man, that was a good deck. I really have been excited about this deck. We did end up losing to that same like the mono white deck earlier, but overall the deck did really well. I think we went 4-1, so, or sorry, 3-1 altogether, and the deck is really solid. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, leave down in the comments below any changes you would make to the deck, because I think this really hasn't been fine-tuned. This is kind of just like throwing together the pieces I think will work, and I actually like it so far. Maybe we need one more land, because the times that we haven't hit lands has been awkward. But the deck doing its combo, going off and just kind of doing the things it wants to do, it still does those really well. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, all that stuff like I said, and see you in the next video. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.